I have two practical questions.
Okay,
One is, in your house, what would you do to control cockroaches?
cockroaches.
Yeah.
Don't let them in the first place.
And number two, my wife insisted I ask, do you have any way to attract or get rid or repel geckos?
Ooh, geckos.
She doesn't like the droppings that they
Yeah.
put on the wall.
Yeah. I don't know the answer to the second question very well, because we're still trying to figure out how to control the coqui frog.
Yeah.
So geckos are a little bit down on my list to the coquis, but I would guess the coquis might have some, the geckos might have some kind of chemical communication, but they also have a vocal communication too.
That
as
could
far
be
as-
used to repel, maybe.
Yeah, you could possibly use to repel them. Yeah, that's a very practical one, and one which I hope that USDA is not the only research entity in the state that can help with these practical questions. We have University of Hawaii, we have State Department of Agriculture, and we need to make sure that we all try to figure out how to help the homeowners. Cockroaches are the scrounge of Hawaii, as you know. No house, even mine, has no cockroaches. What's the best way to control them? That's difficult. I think in my house, in particular, we try to be anal about cleanliness, which takes its toll on me because I'm not very clean. We also try to put a lot of boric acid and these other things that help control them. These sticky traps work, I'd say, okay, but not great. But like many of the insects, cockroaches have lived how many billion years? So are we, who've only lived less than 100 years, trying to figure out how to control that? That's another armored pest that somehow it seems to not be suitable for. You can pour pesticides on it. You can put it in a microwave and it just walks away without ants. So they are difficult. Matthew, do you have any idea how to control these?
No.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I heard and read recently that some of those traps don't work for some cockroaches who are repelled by the traps with what's put in them.
Could very well be.
This is evolution in action.
Yes, and the same thing happens with pesticide resistance. You start spraying pesticides, and insects are famous for developing defense mechanisms for them.
Some will survive and breed.
Yeah, and so that's why if you have any grandsons that want a job, tell them to get into entomology and pest control, because that's a permanent job with USDA. Yeah.
Did you find anything for fireweed, to control the fireweed?
We haven't done anything, but I think either the Forestry Service or the Hawaii Department of Agriculture is planning on releasing a biological control agent for fireweed. And they have strong hopes, because that, for rangelands is a big problem. Maybe not even in rangelands, other
So as an insect agent.
Yes.
So you should be involved, right?
I can't be involved now. I'm getting ready to be like you. I'm coming to this. Next time you'll see, I'll raise my hand.
About at least 5 years ago, there was a lot of talk about these hormone attractants for the fruit flies.
Mm-hmm.
And then later I heard that, we decided that isn't such a good idea because it tends to bring more in than, when it wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really, that's what they were saying anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, it does bring some in, but largely these are male attractants. So if you bring the males in, it's not going to harm your orchard. It's the females. If you bring the females in, they'll sting your fruit, even though they don't infest it. They'll cause secondary lesions, which bacteria will grow, and then it ruins your fruit. So we're aware of that allegation, but the studies that we've tested so far, we find out that not significantly more insects come in to an orchard. They'll come to the trap, but not necessarily to the orchard.
So forget about that.
I would say, I wouldn't buy into that quite yet unless there's been published research to support that. We haven't found that yet.
Okay. So the males don't sting the fruit.
No.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay, well, I appreciate your attention. I'm sorry we have to run, but maybe the next time we'll come and participate, not as a speaker, but I truly appreciate everybody's interest in the subject. And one last question.
One more thing. Where is your facility? What street, whatever, in Hilo? And can people just come if they call and say, we're going to be in Hilo, can we come, or do you need a whole group to
Okay,
visit?
we're located above the University of Hawaii, on Noello Street, which is just above the Imaloa Astronomy Center. If you've ever been there.
Left-hand side as you're going up.
Yeah.
That lovely building, I was trying to figure out what it was last week.
Okay. So we're there. To answer your second question, we're a public institution. So I guess you could, if you could find somebody that would host you. You just can't walk in
Yeah.
because there's dangerous chemicals, there's machines going on. The best way to do it, to be honest with you, is a group activity. And as I said before, if the group here was interested in the drive, just like I made the drive tonight, but I have some people that help me drive back. But if you and Rod and the crew are interested, hopefully we could do something. Even for all, since we have so many retirees, we can almost do it in the daytime. So you can drive back in the day. But it's better as a group, I would say, to be honest with you. But we're happy to talk to you about the stuff we're doing. One of the ways we get support is by people like yourself who see value in the kind of things we do as public servants in the federal government. And we definitely appreciate that interest that you have, because without the communication and the outreach, Dan and Oye is gone. So we need you now more than ever. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.